This is Bangladesh, a country about the size of New York State but packed with over 175 million people. And at the heart of it all is Dhaka, one of the most densely populated cities in the world, with over 24 million inhabitants. In just a few decades, Dhaka has transformed from a city of a few million into the fourth largest city in the world, and this growth is pushing the city to its limits. And despite the city's struggles, thousands are still pouring in every day, and it's predicted to house almost 55 million people by the next century. One example of the problem such growth brings is Karel, a vast slum tucked into the middle of the city. Built on swampy land using bamboo, tarps, and rusted tin, it lacks basic necessities like clean water and sewage systems. That's why, when the monsoon hits, it floods the slum with disease-ridden water, making thousands sick and causing many deaths in the area. But here's the thing, Karel isn't alone. It's one of many similar settlements of people doing their best to survive and make ends meet. So what happens when a city won't stop growing, even though it's already full? And what is Dhaka doing to adapt? You see, Dhaka's explosive growth isn't random. It's the result of decades of migration and previously high fertility rates. And from 1950 to 1980, Bangladesh's fertility rates hovered between 6 to 7 kids per woman compared to today's rate of 1.89. The migration, on the other hand, has been caused by floods, droughts, and other natural disasters in rural areas. Many families pack up and head to the capital in search of opportunity in industries other than farming. But for decades, Dhaka hasn't been ready for them. The city's infrastructure is severely overburdened. Roads are choked with traffic, and a trip that should take 20 minutes often takes over 2 hours. Power outages are frequent, hospitals are overwhelmed with patients, and public transportation is chaotic at best. Adding to the chaos is the lack of centralized planning. Many parts of the city were built without permits or oversight. Entire neighborhoods just like Karel sprang up overnight. And that's made it nearly impossible to build coherent systems, like proper sewage lines and public transit. But even with these challenges, Dhaka is still a magnet for hope. Because there's many jobs in industries like manufacturing and even IT and finance. People here don't give up. They adapt. They build homes on stilts. They run businesses out of shacks. They create life in the margins. Still, the question remains, how do you fix a city that's battling so many issues at once? Well, to cope with the swelling population, Dhaka has started taking big steps to modernize. One of the most ambitious projects is the Dhaka Metro Rail, a new rapid transit system meant to move millions quickly and relieve pressure on the roads. The first lines opened recently, and more are under construction, promising a cleaner, faster commute, and helping reduce the severe smog that chokes the city. Beyond transportation, the government is working on upgrading slums like Karel. There are pilot programs to improve sanitation, provide clean water, and strengthen homes against flooding. Nonprofits are also stepping in, teaching residents how to build safer structures with limited resources. But progress is slow. Land disputes, political gridlock, and corruption often delay projects for years, and in the meantime, the city keeps growing. You see, in just 10 years, Dhaka is expected to be home to over 35 million people. Some experts argue the only way forward is decentralization, developing smaller cities so people don't have to flock to Dhaka. But for now, millions have no choice, and the city remains their best hope for survival and opportunity. Dhaka is a city of contrasts. On one hand, it's a place of crushing congestion and grinding poverty. On the other, it's a hub of culture, commerce, and manufacturing. Every day, rickshaws weave past gleaming new skyscrapers, and street vendors sell fresh produce beside luxury malls. It's a place where everything collides, old and new, despair and hope. And as Bangladesh's economy grows, there are signs of transformation. Investment is flowing into new roads, flood defense, and the textile industry. And since October 2016, Chinese companies have invested over $10 billion. This and other investments have created a lot of jobs across different sectors. And at the same time, young people, the majority of the population, are pushing for change, demanding efforts for cleaner air, safer streets, and a better future. Still, no single project or policy will solve Dhaka's challenges overnight. This city is a living example of what happens when urban growth outpaces urban planning. And in a warming world where more people are forced to move, Dhaka may be a glimpse of the future facing many megacities. But if there's one thing you can learn here, it's that resilience isn't optional. It's the only way forward. Because Dhaka never stops growing, and its people are learning to grow with it. If you enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you'll love this one too.